Oh, go ahead.
Yep, I'll make a motion to approve the 29th Avenue seawall repair change order number 1.
Second.
City Clerk, if you'll please do a roll call.
Commissioner Marriott?
Yes.
Commissioner Phillips?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Lorenzen?
Yes.
Mayor Petrola?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you. Next, we have item 5C, the mobile backup generator purchase.
Thank you. After one of the storms in the year 2017, 18 or so, we lost power to the vast majority of our sanitary sewer system lift and pump stations, and that places us in a very precarious position because we can't move the water. And left to its own devices, the water will seek its level inside people's homes and on the streets and such. And so we retrofitted all of our lift stations with a electronic plug that matches a portable generator electronic plug. And so we can pull the generator up on a trailer, we can plug it into the lift station, we can turn the pump systems on, we can draw down the wet well, push that water down the line, we can disconnect, and we can go to the next pump station. And what we did is we developed a rotation plan based on the capacities that the lift stations are designed for. So a very small capacity lift station that's only servicing 300 or 400 homes, we would only have to be there for an hour. A larger lift station capacity that's servicing 1,000, we might have to be there for an hour and a half to 2 hours. And so we developed a sequencing plan using our staff's knowledge as to where the generator would have to go depending on which ones were out at what point in time. And we have deployed that plan at least twice. And we've also used it for individual outages for short periods of time when Duke Energy's transformers blow and the neighborhood goes down. We deploy that generator out there. But if we think about a scenario where we have a multi-day outage after a larger storm, and we still are trying to service thousands and thousands of residents who have not evacuated, we will very quickly exhaust our 2 people, because that's all we got. So, and we will not be able to affect the rotation of a larger event with only 1 generator. We're going to have 3 in order to service our 24 stations, and we're going to have some additional staff come in from other directorates in order to help us out. And so this right here, this prepares us for a very bad scenario that we never want to encounter, but it's better to be prepared than to be scratching your head thinking, what are you doing with 100,000 gallons of sanitary sewage water on the streets later? And that's what this is all about.
Yeah, I remember we had that situation during one of the events last year.
That is correct.
Several times.
Several times.
Yeah. So the question I had, the reason I pull this out is, so the documents reference 150 kilowatt several times. But if I'm reading this correctly, the one that we're getting is a 25 kilowatt hour or 25 kilowatt generator. I'm just trying to understand what it is we're getting. Or the ones that we had in the past, were they 150 and this new one is 25, or?
So we did purchase a 150 kW generator, and as we take a look at the requirements of a replacement generator, the specifications for item 159 is a 150 watt mobile generator. But what's highlighted is we don't need the size of an engine that comes with that platform. So it's just the engine that we're downsizing. The engine has its own capacities and its own specifications. And so we saved a considerable amount of money by sizing the engine appropriately to match the requirements of the lift station pump stations.
Okay. And this is going to give us 2 additional generators,
And this is for 2, yes, that's correct.
which brings our total to how many?
3.
3. And with 3, we'd be able to service 3 lift stations at a time?
We would do 3 at a time, and we would be able to move things along quicker in larger flow scenarios, and we would be able to operate for longer periods of time.
And in the past, what was the, looking back, what was the, what was the maximum amount of time, or maximum, the maximum number of generators that we need at one time? That's what I'm trying to get at.
Well,
Is 3 going to get us to the point where we can handle, not absolute worst-case scenario, but virtually 90% of situations?
this is the recommendation coming from the gentlemen that actually do this task.
Okay.
As we thought through it. These guys are very smart, and they've been at this for a number of years, and they've done this a number of times. And this is what they believe and what I support as a very, very good plan that will do us well in the face of a much larger threat than we have experienced since I've been here.
Okay. My concern was more in terms of, do we maybe need 3